Welcome back to Cut Above Tarot, Gemini. Wow, that was fast. Okay. We're doing your September the 30th to October the 5th reading. Alright, look like they got a lot to say to you. In fact, you got more cards than anybody. That's amazing. Okay. Well, don't forget to hit that like, share, subscribe, and comment button. Alright. Look like you got Shango. Hey, I guess that's a good thing. We're going to find out all together. Alright, let's start off with, I guess I'll start with Shango, since he is the Orisha of the hour. Alright, Shango. A large man of strong build sitting on a huge rock in the lotus position, but erect, as if his thighs, hips, and spine were at a right angle. His hands hold one of his main tools or symbols, the double-edged axe, with which this noble fighter awards justice. The axe covers his eyes because justice must be fair, objective, and above all, unbiased. On the upper half of his right arm, he wears an ornamental band against Eguns, spirits of the dead, decorated with bucios, seashells. And around his neck, he wears a chain of necklace in his colors, red and white. This feature transmits a feeling of balance, stability, strength, and security. A cloudy sky in the background perfectly describes the environment or place where the Orisha exercises his influence. Shango is called the owner of the stones, or Akuta Mea. He is patron of thunder and also lightning until he gave it to the one of his wives, Oya, or Ayansa, to whom it now belongs. He makes his voice heard through the sounds of thunder, although his power, Axi or Aki, resides in the stone and is as imperturbable, I messed the word up, imperturbable as they are. This would appear to give him a certain rigidity, but law or justice, while it might be tolerant, is also rigid in its scales of values, where ethics play a leading role. According to legend, Shango had 3 wives, Oya, Oba, and Oshan, which revealed his adore in love and gives us an idea of the psychological features of the spiritual sons that protects as guardian angels. His wives shared different times, stages, and passage in life with him, sustaining the belief in the broad protections usually ascribed to his personality. According to popular belief, he was the 4th king of Oyo, old capital of Yoruba people. Now, the meaning of a Shango card says, Gemini, Shango represents judges and magistrate justice in general, and the concept of justice as such: fairness, balance, and equality of conditions, administrative procedures, execution of contracts, bureaucracy, vouchers, documentation, papers in general, examinations, seminars, courses, and conventions. He acts on ideas or the idolization of a thought and on our conscience. Above all, its ethical and social sides. Like the concept of truth, justice does not always agree with what people may sometimes consider to be fair or true. To reach settlement, we must set aside personal interests, selfishness, and passion, because according to one of the great men in history, Socrates, we will have actual knowledge of a concept or something only when we are able to define it, and such definition raises no objection. This status is reached through the source for knowledge. Something a master cannot teach, but he may indeed lead his disciples to reflect to, work with their minds, with truth as their goal. Shango's prayer is, justice has come. Make way for Shango, who balances has no preferences. For him it is the same to be an emperor or a beggar, the rich or poor. Help and defend me from the traps of my enemies. Let no judge on earth disobey your intercessions, since your decisions shall be full and just judgment. Protect me as regards proceeding and papers, even though they may be very old. Expedite them with your generosity and have pity on those who do not understand you, since justice is little misunderstood. For not being promising and being so compromising as Saint Mark of Lyon, I syncretize you as a rider and tamer of wild beasts. Let this be so that I may defeat and dominate those who interfere with my plans, not if they are false or unjustified, but if they are just and well thought out. Now let's get to the rest of your reading, Gemini. The Ace of Earth says you have projects you have undertaken. All right, there are some financial material level. All right, they're saying they're going to be very profitable, successful, and beneficial. All right, they're also saying that you have some other undertaking things that you're producing which will become profitable. You are conquering everything that's in your way. Do what you have been thinking of. The influence is beneficial. Since the planet Venus governs the bull, you will encounter gentleness, fineness, and beauty in everything undertaken. Pleasant and agreeable times are ahead. That is amazing. So you're taking the bull by the horn so far, Gemini. Congratulations. Let's see what the Three of Waters. The Three of Waters mean. That's the Three of Cups. That's like a celebration, girlfriend, boyfriend. Yeah. The three fish making up the size of a triangle. The summation of the cards 1 and 2 of water results in something that represents the Christian Trinity of the Father, the Son, and Holy Spirit. A perfect triangle, symbol of faith with underlying power, brings about a teaching that is an experience of all the above-mentioned process. This card means, this one right here, this card means victory, good fortune, possibilities, favor and triumph, success and prosperity. Things end as they started. The effect comes from a positive cause that will bring us pleasure and emotional stability. Ooh la la. I like that. Okay. We'll come back to this card last, if you don't mind. Let's go to the Two of Air now. Let's go to the Two of Air. All right, the Two of Air. You see, those are swans, right? These are swans coming together, all right? They leave trails of water, which represents roads that they have traveled to reach a communion of body and soul in a delicate embrace. Upon facing each other, they will form a heart, a symbol that will prevail through time. The swans moves around with extraordinary elegance and refinement. They swim with a shapely and upright neck and an assurance that shows what seems to be constant in their lives, their faithfulness to each other. As a presage of death, a swan makes guttural noises that latter turns into a melody. Such magical music is heard from a distance and imposes silence on his partner as a sign of respect, who will come and stay by his side until the last minute. This inexorable silence is also observed by their fellow swans, who will witness the scene with extreme loyalty. Perhaps a similar sound is heard afterwards. It will be the other swans announcing that it will soon join its partner. This card in the upright Gemini means that you are searching for ideas, effective oral or written communications, agreements, transactions. They say you are joining strengths and thoughts together as well as friendships. They say you're having some concordant feelings, faithfulness, loyalty, and respect for someone or others. They said there is love in everything you do, and you strike a balance between material and spiritual. That is beautiful, Gemini. That is beautiful. The card underneath that is the village card. So, we already know that it takes a village to raise a child. I don't think that's where they're going with that, but I just threw that out there because it was running around in my head. So, let's see what the village means to you. Why would they give you the village card? Okay. So, this could have something to do with a relationship as well. Okay. So, this is where you're at. This could mean that there's going to be an end into a relationship, but I don't know. I don't know. Alright, it says, lightning flashing from the clouds and the earth, producing fire, devastating the village, destroying dwellings. Some men and women fall, while others run from fire. The normal silence of the fire is interrupted by the thunder flashing of lightning, and the sky is almost apocalyptic. The village represents not only the habitable places of residence of our home, but also the place where our spirit, our body, or community itself lives. It is represented the constant consultant breaks with his or her superego. This card is evidence of danger. Watch your ego, Gemini. For it represents the Tower of Babel, which men impertinently tried to reach heaven, which caused God to unleash his divine rage and destroy the tower. It could also represent the destruction of old cities that fell to vice and share that same unfortunate fate to Sodom and Gomorrah. But the same day that Lot went out of Sodom, it rained fire, brimstone from heaven, and destroyed them all. Luke 17:29. Now, Gemini, nearly all prophets and seers throughout history have agreed that punishment will come from heaven. Nostradamus, whose real name is Michel de Notre Dame, an astrologer and physician who lived in France in the 16th century, said in one of his prophecies, which were in the form of quatrains. In 1999, in the 7th month, a great king of terror will come from the sky. He will resuscitate the king of Angulemos, before, after Mars will rule by fortune. Now, this is saying, the meaning of that card says, irretrievable losses, destruction, rupture, or dismemberment. Wow. Lack of communication with and or from others. Self-punishment, guilt complex, mesochium, I messed that up. Danger, accidents, fractures, fall, beware of fires, fuels, electricity. Take care of your body and home, lavishness, vice, decay, and corruption. My God. All of that. So, they want you to be careful of a relationship, a situationship. Okay? It could result in somebody getting hurt. Alright? Wow. That's a lot to take in for a Gemini. Alright? They want you to be very careful between the 30th and the 5th of October. Okay? Yeah, they say there could be some lack of communication from other people. You may be doing some self-punishing yourself. You might have a guilt complex of some kind. All right, it may have something to do with the ending of a relationship or because you're in a relationship of some sort. But Shango is here. All right. So whatever's going to come in your way, Shango got this girlfriend, boyfriend. Let's see what this 10 of Waters mean to you or for you. Excuse me. All right, the 10 of Waters says, And I'll just get straight to it if you don't mind, because it's going to be a long video, I see. All right, the fish transcends. The fish transcends their element, being able to survive a half of their bodies out of the water, forming a crown that represents friendship, a joining of forces, and a mental quest of petition. They also have across barriers to stay for a while in another contents or environment, the air, so to speak, as to be thankful through faith for the lasting joy that is not a gift from the Almighty, but comes from the learning process of each member of a couple or a group. This crown rewards at the task performed. Everything has been fulfilled, for the Spirit is everything, and the Spirit is in all things, since the Spirit is the creation of God. The Creator represents in everything. Your partner will be prolific. Your offspring and or creation, whether it's literary, artistic, or other, will enjoy this love that embodies body, mind, and spirit. You have some total peace coming your way, Gemini. All right. Undines. I'm sorry, I said undies. All right. Undines and mermaids. That was funny. I'm sorry, that was funny. Undines and mermaids. Oh my goodness. All right, so let's find out about this mermaid. Be gone. All right, I think I will find them here. Yeah. So, listen to this, Gemini. The Undines. Oh, y'all can't see all of that. Oh, my bad. I'm thinking y'all can see all the cards. Hold up, ladies and gentlemen. I done kind of messed up. I'm thinking y'all can see everything. Let's see if I can push it a little closer together. And I'm just talking and pointing. You still can't see it that well, can you? Let's see. That's better. All right. I'll bring Shango over a little more. All right. Undines and mermaids. These govern different meanings of communication or expression or written gestural. They have a spirit of service for others and generated fraternal feelings. All right, that's this lady right here, okay? All right, let's see. All right, let's see if I can fix anything else. They say these elemental represent all who, having many years of experience in a certain domain, or having inherited certain behaviors, or close to activities that alleviate physical pain. People such as doctors, physiotherapists, masseurs, among others, inasmuch as they are represented as social communicators. They may be reporters, speakers, art critics, movie reviewers, and so on. Together with cards of little benefit, they warn about lack of humanitarian feelings and absence of solidarity, lack of communication. Wow. Lack of communication. Lack of communication. You got lack of communication here. You got lack of communication here. So it looks like I'm gonna sum it up from what I see so far. All right. You got things that will just going to be working out really good for you. There could also be some miscommunication within a relationship, which may also cause it to end in some form. Okay. But if this happens, it looks like something beautiful is going to come out of it. All right? Something beautiful is going to come out of it. All right? This is talking about a transcending of a fish, which could be another soul. Okay, this could also be a Ten of Cups. It's talking about something is being granted to you, something like a divine wish. All right? This is talking about peace, all right? Coming into your peace. And your last card is the Ten of Earth. Now, if you notice on this card, Gemini, it says in this scene, we see 10 bags containing grain, corn, precious stones, different kinds of fruit, gold, coins, etc. The 10th house in astrology belongs to Capricorn, representing prestige, power, social standing, honor, third-party recognition, glory, and fame. It is related to our performance in our career, profession, occupation, tasks, or roles in society or in the community. It represents the father and all of the paternalistic attitudes inherent therein. This card is closely connected with the 10th house because of the number of correspondence of very similar meanings. In the upright, Gemini, this card means you got what you wanted. Nothing was free. On the contrary, you got it only with effort and tenacity. Today, your social standing is stable and rich, and you are admired and respected by others. Your success could have been inherited. If so, go on with it, and the circle will be endless, without a beginning or end. You are in a position to increase what you have, regardless if it's land, houses, business, vehicles, etc. So, take it. Keep moving forward, Gemini. All right, so this is your outcome. This is it. This is beautiful. In spite of what they said up here, I believe this is what you already been through. The ending and a misunderstanding of relationship. All right, miscommunication. Now you come into some peace. All right, and here it was talking about the same thing. All right, getting yourself in a position like that's like the hermit mode, not having a lot to talk about or say. Yeah, and then they're saying, yeah, you worked for that, you got it now. All right, everything seems to be falling in place just the way you wanted it. Congratulations, Gemini. See you in the next video, okay?